We're
They're
talking
too
about
afraid. They can't make any decision without their JAG lawyers,
correct. There's
obviously.
a lot, yeah, there's a lot of politics and sea lawyer bullshit that's going on and all that
Yeah.
that happens
Well,
with
we
all
know
them.
how ideologically captured the JAG Corps is now, thanks to Sam Shoemate, and how the DEI initiative just completely and totally tore that whole sector apart. And now you can't even trust your damn lawyers. That's why I think I look at somebody like Chu Kao, and I hope I'm saying his name right, the Undersecretary of the Navy, and I think, okay, he seems genuine. He seems like, yeah, this
Oh,
is a problem.
Tata, Secretary Tata.
No, not Secretary Tata, the Undersecretary of the Navy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Got it.
Yeah. His parents escaped South Vietnam. I can't ever say his name right, or I think I'm messing it up. But he seems genuine to me as far as he wants to right wrongs and make amends. But I look at somebody like that and I think, no, well, you're in a bubble. You're not even saying the right numbers. I mean, I have yet to get my apology letter. I know they're not looking at me because of how they categorize different people that were kicked out. I mean, only 8,700 were kicked out officially for refusing the vaccine mandate. Everybody else, there was other reasons. There was that they AWOL'd them in the National Guard or whatever, they pattern of misconduct like I was. So he's not even getting the right numbers. So he's looking at those same lawyers and he doesn't even know that they're giving him whatever they want. I mean, that's where the bottleneck is. It just makes me wonder if that's happening to all of them, and if so, like how can they not see it? Is it that?
It is in a lot of ways. You're correct. They're just using the political numbers, the mainstream numbers that have been briefed. They have it on some letterhead on documents. So they're only going to stick to that. And their JAGs are just going to create it, right? It's that self-licking ice cream cone. And I
Right.
know this personally for years as an officer, sitting in meeting after meeting all these years. But coming back from being senior enlisted and going to these officer worlds and listening to some of these guys, how they just run in circles and regurgitate shit, someone in there, that means the people in these meetings are not speaking up. They're not saying the reality because a lot of the time, just like JOs, right? My example. So I'm a Mustang, a limited duty officer in the Navy. When you're on a ship, my job as the systems test officer, right? Whether it's tactical or technical with the maintenance side, um, what the captains look for in the Mustangs on the ship, on most of them, there's only four, maybe five, um, is the truth because they know they're not going to get it out of their junior department heads and their JOs. They're not going to get the full story, not only because they might not know it, because they're scared. They see that silver leaf on their collar, right? They see that 05 or that 06 at the cat, and it's a commanding officer of a ship. They're scared. They're nervous when they get around them. So they're not going to spit and tell them the whole truth. Never. They never do. So I'm usually the same age group as these guys. So that's why they look to the Mustangs for the reality. And once before you know it, you become the trusted agent. And before you know it, the captain's like, hey, Bill, I need 5 minutes. Tell me everything that's going on the ship. What is going on? What do I need to know?